this is my land, okay, in this rectangle. Okay, let me just get another rectangle. Suppose this is my land, that can be rectangular, for example, okay. That is my normal land. And when I say extension, you can see if this is how my land is. So for example, when you have a house, sometimes people's garage is built on that side and but connected to the main property. And they might have another room which might be here. So for example, is coming out from this direction. Now, if the axis, if this is the axis, for example, if this is your axis, for example, right? If this is your axis, say east and west, and this could be north and south, then you say, well, this plot has got, so let's just put for this clarity's sake, this is east, okay, oops, go on, and this is say west, okay. So you're on east and west axis, and this will be your north and south axis. So when you say, when we say extension, we are saying it's this is the zone, but my property is extended, has got more zone in this area. That is means my property is extended until this area. Here, in this case, if this is east and west, that could be north and south. So my property is extended towards the north and south area. So by drawing these triangles, assuming this is your rectangular property, I'm saying your property is extended this area, okay? So don't get lost by what.
By seeing the plan, we can determine what area is extended.
Correct. I'm just trying to give what, people get lost what is extension means here. So don't get lost by this, these triangles, which is my representation. What I'm trying to say is that this area is more as compared to the rest of the property. So here the area is more here, for example, right? The area is more here. So when this happens, that means, so if I color code everything as the same, for example, so for example, this, that's extension. They are all part of the same property, right? So that means that zone is extended in that direction. Okay, so every obviously extension will have an issue because there is more energy of some particular zone and there is less energy in the other zone, because that actually creates imbalance in the other zone. And what contraction means is this, okay? Contraction means I am taking away that property. So for example, oops. Contraction means, okay, and contraction means, okay, not like this. Not represent. That's it. Contraction means that zone is not there. So your property is only into this area, only that area. See how that zone is missing in that area, right? Or you can say, well, this zone is extended to further that, right? So contraction, normally you will see in that particular axis when the part is missing, that is contraction. If the part is further going out, that is extension. So there is a fine balance between contraction and extension, but mostly you will say you will look at the property and you will say if it is protruding out, then it is extension. If a lot of part is missing, then you can say it is contraction, right? Are you getting this point or no, Lakbir?
Yeah, I'm getting. It's also called like missing corners, right?
Correct. Missing corners is contraction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Missing corners or cut corners?
Yeah, cut is another one. Cut is also called as contraction. Okay. So
because in Feng Shui, I mean, because I know a bit, they are very, very particular about cutting corners and missing corners. That's their
correct.
Big, yeah.
So for example, extension in the southwest. Okay. So for example, what is southwest? Southwest is the zone of Rahu. Southwest is the zone of destruction, disposal, but is also to do with, and the next zone is also for relationships, right? So the extension towards Yama, because when we say southwest, it's also the Yama. So Yama is bad. Extension towards Varuna, is the physical health. That's where the Varuna, okay? So if you have extension in this area as compared to the rest, then what happens? It leads to laziness, cruelty, tensions, problem to ladies. Remember that, problem to ladies. Dissatisfaction, losses or expenditure. We have already discussed previously that if you have imbalance here, it leads to expenditure. Okay, reason being expenditure because that's the zone for savings. Okay, southwest. If that is imbalanced, then your expenditure increases. So if things are in balance, then things work, but if not, then the negative effect comes in. Okay, disputes, adamant and ghost. Why ghost? Because Rahu is a ghost. Okay, Rahu brings ghost. Okay, disputes and misadventure. Similarly, northwest is Kuber. Okay, sorry, north is Kuber, west is Varuna. So this is west. So we are saying the property is extended in this part. So west is Kuber, west is Varuna and north is Kuber. Varuna is the Devta of ocean and north is Kuber is the wealth, brother of Lord Ganesha. Okay, northwest increase means moon. So that's the zone of the moon, and the moon is increasing. So if your northwest is moon, then you're a highly emotional person because moon is emotions. Okay, you will also, moon is also cold, so you will have cold and cough. This leads to increase in losses, ill health, unnecessary travels. Moon is also for travels. Okay, how moon is travels, right? So moon is also for quick cash.
If we have to
If
simplify,
you have a problem, this is also zone for banking support. Sorry, question.
if we have to simplify the concept of extension and contraction, what I feel is if any area is extended, the characteristics or the attributes of that direction will be more prominent or will dominate.
Correct. That increases your attribute of that direction, but in a negative way because you are getting excess of it. When it is contraction.
Now in northwest, we'll also get attributes of west northwest, which is depression. So
Correct,
yeah.
correct. So not only you get the attributes in a negative way, but also you're getting excess of it, which is not desired. Correct. So for example, moon is there, right? Moon is extended. So suddenly your travel is increasing, but for no reason or for a wasteful reason. But when it is in balance and harmony, then your travel is for good reason, like that. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so like this, right? So again, I'm jumping fast because I want you guys to go through this. I want to go onto the entrances, but let's remember also to keep in mind, I have also given the attributes of the planet. So if sun is gallantry, moon is high post, okay, Mars is well-being, Mercury is intellect, Jupiter is to help or grace. So like these areas, right? So sun is gallantry, so east has to be balanced for gallantry. Okay, Venus is comfort, all the material comforts from tough situations come from Saturn. Rahu is also prakram, and Ketu is family tree again, and that is coming from the lineage part, but we use sun. But I will cover why in astrology why Ketu is called as family tree. But that's actually just mentioned. Just remember this, just to, as a significance of these. But let's just go to the other extensions first. Oops. Okay. So we didn't cover northeast. Okay, so northeast. Okay, I want you guys to go through this and then ask the question next time. I've already covered these two. And when it comes to contraction, so let's just do say contraction. So what I'm trying to say is that this part is missing, for example. So if contraction is missing, that's where again northeast missing. That's where the Purusha of the Vastu Mandala is, or Vastu Purush is. So if head is missing, what will happen? Your ability to think will go away. There is no ability to think if that part is missing, right? If that part is not there. So head of Vastu Purusha is missing, your life, your spiritual, money earnings, family head is missing. I've seen a lot of people who have northeast missing. What happens in their families there, the head of the family has left the home, or he runs away from the home. And there is no head of the family in the home, or that person passes away. Passes away is very strong. In fact, I've seen a lot of people actually don't live in that house. The head of the family, or the meaning is the whoever is the eldest in the family, or the person who has the ability to earn or support the family. That could be a youngest child who might be earning. That could be the head of family. That is the definition of head of family, is the person who earns and look after the family. If the northeast is missing, you will find that that person is not living there or has run away from the family. That's a very good example of when somebody comes to you and say, well, you know, my father has run away, or my father is missing, or my father is not coming back home, then you know the north is not there. That's a very good way of understanding.